Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Yesterday, President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi received his first shot of the coronavirus vaccine as part of Egypt's national campaign to vaccinate Egyptian citizens against the COVID-19. The presidency said in a statement that the national vaccination campaign started in January with the medical team or the medical staff, and in March the health ministry expanded the campaign to the elderly and those with chronic diseases, and the government also administers the Chinese Sinopharm and the Indian British AstraZeneca vaccines to inoculate these citizens. In order to know more about the campaign and the importance of vaccination, we're very much honored to have with us over the phone Dr. Sherif Sobhy, former director of Mbaba Fever Hospital. Good morning to you, Dr. Sherif.
Good morning.
Very good morning to you, doctor. Now, would you tell us more about the procedures of the vaccination campaign that is currently being administered to the citizens in the country? Now, we know so far that the citizens, they have to register their full data on a particular website of the Egyptian Ministry of Health. So tell us more, please.
Yes, first I would like to wish everyone a happy Ramadan and happy Easter for everybody. This is the first thing. The other thing is that I want to correct something. I'm the ex-director of the Mbaba Fever Hospital. And the last thing, I would like to express that it is very, very important for everyone to be vaccinated. And there is no problem in vaccinating with the Sinopharm or the AstraZeneca. Both are very effective vaccines, are very safe, and we should all be vaccinated because this is the only way to stop this epidemic.
Are there particular diseases that would prevent the citizens from receiving the vaccination, doctor?
Yes, of course there are, especially the patients that are taking immunosuppressive and or drugs that depresses the immunity for the response, or they are suffering from special diseases that decreases their immunity. And of course, the treating doctor will tell them whether they can take the vaccine or not. But in general, everyone should be vaccinated, and both vaccines are very safe. And for example, in England, they almost vaccinated 35 million people with AstraZeneca. They have no complications. And for anything in the world, there are complications. If you take sometime an antibiotic, you might get an allergy. So this doesn't mean that this antibiotic is to be stopped. No. But there are personal variations from one person to another. So this is expected to happen from anyone. But the percentage of this happening is very rare from any disease, and even the compulsory vaccines in Egypt.
Yes.
We sometimes see some reactions in children that take the vaccine. This is normal.
Yes.
This is normal to have such side effects because this is expected. Not everyone is like the other one, and it is expected for everything. You have a side effect. If you open the pamphlet of any medicine, you will find it might cause, it might cause, it might cause. Okay? So everything in the world has side effects. Nothing is 100% safe. And but this is our duty. We have to be vaccinated, and the side effects are very, very rare and even negligible.
Yesterday, President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi received the first shot of the vaccination. What kind of message is the president sending to the citizens who have some concerns about the vaccine?
The message is that everyone is to be vaccinated, and this is the most important, and this is safety. And he would give the vaccine to himself, and this means that he took the vaccine. It is safe, and it is a message to the whole population that this vaccine is mandatory and important for everyone that can take it.
Mm-hmm. Doctor, what are the requirements for the citizens to be vaccinated? What are the procedures that should be followed, and what are the things that should be done following the vaccination?
Well, they should register on the site of the vaccination, and once they register, they get a message on their mobile giving them the date, and they have, I think, 3 days around this date to go and have the vaccine.
So what should they do following taking the vaccines? What is recommended?
They should drink plenty of water.
Yes, yes.
That's the most important thing. Drink plenty of water. Especially we are in a hot country, hot weather is starting, so please drink plenty of water, 3 to 4 liters per day.
Doctor, how has the current wave of the coronavirus affected schools and universities recently, as there is a decision that schools should be terminated soon? So would you elaborate on that? What are the health repercussions of such a decision?
Can you please repeat the question again?
The decision to close schools and universities recently, how would that reflect? Yes, on the current situation of the pandemic.
This is very, very wise. It's a very wise decision because it's important to decrease the communication between people, the presence of students in classes and so on, because this is very wise, because we've seen now the post-COVID diseases. Sometimes we get the infection which passes mildly, but the post-COVID effects are very serious. So the only way to stop that is by vaccination and by properly using the masks and the hand hygiene and not staying in enclosed communities and not making gatherings and so on. This is very, very important. So it's a very wise decision to do this.
Yes. Minister of Health,
usually the children, they contract the disease and they transfer it to their parents.
Okay, yes, this is a very important point, Doctor. Also, Minister of Health, Dr. Hala Zayed, held a press conference recently, and she gave very important statements regarding the current situation of the pandemic. How did you read her statements?
Concerning what? Excuse me?
Concerning the pandemic, she said some important statements about the pandemic. She said she urged the citizens to stay or adhere or commit to the precautionary measures of COVID-19, and she urged the business owners to also adhere to such restrictions. She said that Egypt will very soon be manufacturing the vaccine here in Egypt with the help of Chinese experts. How did you read all these statements?
Well, this is a very good effort from the Ministry of Health, because we've been always telling our patients and our friends to comply to the regulations of not gathering with everyone. This is the first thing. The other thing is to take the vaccine. Whoever is calling me, I'm telling him, please take the vaccine. And the third thing, having the vaccination to be manufactured in Egypt is really a proud and a very great step for that. Yes. And this, I think, will make it more and more available for all the people.
Yes. Dr. Sherif Sobhy, former director of Mbaba Fever Hospital, thank you very much for being with us this morning in this edition of The Breakfast Show. Thank you very much. And ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for joining us in this edition of The Breakfast Show. I'm Hala Al-Hamalawi signing off for now and wishing you a very good day.